What's up everybody, this is John Tennant with the Jim Allen Group, right here in the Raleigh Triangle area. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, breathing in the Raleigh Triangle area, make sure you tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we post a new video. Honestly, we get so many people calling us relocating to and from the Triangle, and we absolutely love it. If you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming here to stay, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you feel comfortable reaching out. We would love to help you. Now, without further ado, 7 things you should know about the Raleigh Triangle area. Let's go. Just want to say a little side note. This is like week 50 of the quarantine and I haven't been able to get a haircut in quite some time, so please give me a pass on this one. Hopefully by the time I release the next video I'll be looking a little better, but in the meantime, let's get straight to it. So Raleigh is actually known as the City of Oaks, or the Research Triangle, and for some people it's really obvious why it's called the Research Triangle. But for people that are new to the area or unfamiliar with it, let me explain why, which brings me to number 1, Research Triangle. So the reason it's called the Research Triangle is because you have UNC up here, Duke, and then NC State. All 3 super important, huge research schools, and it correlates a lot with how amazing the healthcare system is here. We have top doctors, surgeons, research going on, and it's honestly a great place if you're a healthcare worker. We also have been known to bring in a lot of tech companies all over the Triangle. In 2019, the first quarter, there were 10,000 new startups each month. These startups actually maintain a business through their first year. Most of the time these businesses go out of business, but with the Triangle and the economy that's going on, they're able to maintain and run a successful business, which is absolutely amazing. Number 2 you need to know about the Raleigh Triangle area are the career opportunities available. Now personally, this is one of the main reasons that I moved here about 1.5 years ago. I came up here from Florida, and the city I was in just wasn't a lot going on, and I felt like with all the growth and everything that's going on in the Triangle, it's not a huge city. It's not like New York City where you have an enormous amount of competition. There's still competition, which is good because it gives you drive, but there's a lot of just things going on here, a lot of growth. And I mean, don't take my word, go on Indeed right now and look in the career field that you're in and check out the jobs that are available. Number 3. Now this might come as a shock to some people, but along with the 3 or 4 different colleges we have around here comes a little bit of rivalry, especially in the sport of NCAA basketball. Now, it wasn't really too much of a culture shock for me because I almost expected it, and to be completely honest with you guys, I wasn't a huge NCAA fan prior to moving, but when you are surrounded with the culture of the Triangle, it kind of grows on you, honestly. And watching NC State duke it out, literally with Duke, is a lot of fun, and the crowd goes absolutely nuts. If you're able to ever get a ticket to one of these games, I highly, highly recommend it. Honestly, a great opportunity to just take the family out, have a good time, or with some friends. Another culture thing is barbecue. Barbecue is huge here. I mean, literally in every corner there's a place that you can get barbecue. We have Cookout, we have Bojangles, which I, coming from Florida, have never heard of before moving here, but they're absolutely amazing. Number 4, the geographical location of Raleigh. So we're about 2 hours away from the Outer Banks, 2 hours south of, no, not even 2 hours, maybe like an hour south of the Virginia border, and then 2 hours, I'm getting this confused, we're 2 hours east. So if you drive 2 hours west, you'll get to the Appalachian Mountains, and it's absolutely beautiful out there in the Boone area. There's places that you can go skiing, so if you wanted to in the winter, head out there to go skiing, and in the summer, head to the beach. It's honestly a great location. This was one of the things I was kind of worried about. Not a lot of places to go to the beach because I'm personally a huge fan of the beach. I love surfing and all the activities that come along with the beach. It doesn't replace it completely, but there are tons of parks and hiking trails and lakes that you can swim in. It sounds kind of weird, but they're actually really nice. Lots of places to drop a boat, drop a kayak, drop a canoe. I mean, Raleigh is an awesome kind of mix between a big city and a nature reserve, if that makes any sense to you guys. We have, different places like Poolin Park, Lake Johnson, Falls Lake, Hanging Rock Park, just to name a few within a 10-mile radius of the center of the city. The options are literally endless of places that you can go hiking or canoeing or kayaking. Lots of woods in the area. Yeah, cool. Number 5. The weather. I mean, we get all the seasons here. You really get winter, you really get spring, you really get summer. Fall comes and goes. Last year in 2019, it literally snowed for one day. The funny thing is, when it snows in Raleigh, no one knows what to do. So everyone just stays home. It's like a day off. But for it to only snow one day kind of gives you an idea. It gets down to like the 30s at night, but that's pretty much the coldest it gets. Most of the days are right around that 60 to 75 range. In the summer, obviously, it gets really hot, up to 95 degrees sometimes. It's honestly a great balance, and you get to experience all of the seasons without anything crazy like blizzards. Number 6. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on number 6 because I kind of scrunched up a bunch of things into it, but I'm going to say number 6 is arts and culture. There's a lot of different kinds of arts and culture, ranging from the architecture of the different buildings in the downtown and surrounding areas to the art studios, the live music scene, and the different types of restaurants here. This also may be an obvious thing to some people, but Raleigh is the capital of North Carolina, so we have the legislature, we have the governor's mansion, we have all that stuff going on in the downtown area. There's lots of different museums. There's the Museum of Art, Museum of Science, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head, but there's a huge list. You can look it up on Google. One thing personally that I love is live music, and especially in the Raleigh area, there's always some live music going on, ranging from all of the genres, from hip-hop to rock to country to jazz. There's always something going on, whether that's at the PNC Arena with a huge headliner that's selling out the entire arena, or just an underground pub that has your local, rock band. There's always something to do here in the Triangle, which is great. You got Red Hat Amphitheater, the Ritz. There's tons of venues for live music, which was a huge plus for me, being a music lover. Now, we might not have the Panthers. Unfortunately, Charlotte has the Panthers. We still get them on TV, obviously, but the PNC Arena is home to NC State's basketball team, but it's also home to the Carolina Hurricanes, so if you're an ice hockey fan, you can catch ice hockey games there, sometimes for less than $20. Honestly, a great way just to get out of the house and have some fun. They also host crazy events like Monster Jam, UFC Fight Night, big artists like Billie Eilish and Post Malone, and the list goes on. You can go on their website and check out what events they have coming up. As a younger person, I do want to hit on this note. The nightlife here is not amazing, but there is a lot of different aspects to it. Like I said, there's all these different events that are going on, but there's also different parts of the downtown area. My personal favorite is Glenmere Avenue, which is a street in downtown that is just back-to-back bars and restaurants, and at night sometimes it gets kind of popping. I also have to hit at least one thing about the restaurants here: world-renowned chefs. The options are literally endless, and once again, I'm not going to go down the list because it would take forever, but I strongly encourage you to go on Google and just search restaurants in Raleigh, top 10 restaurants in Raleigh, and just take a look at what we have. Last but not least, number 7. Now, I personally don't have any kids, but I know schools is a very important thing for a lot of my clients that are moving to the area. A lot of times people don't even buy the house if it's not in the school zone they want. One tip I'm going to give you guys is if you go on wake.gov, and I will leave a link in the description here, you can go on and you can search the address of the house that you're possibly interested in living in, and you'll be able to see where it's zoned for and what schools that are zoned in that area. You'll also be able to check out the ratings of these schools and see what other people and other parents have to say about it. According to greatschools.org, over 100 elementary schools are available. Now obviously with schools it's quality over quantity. From the research I've gathered across multiple resources, the majority of these schools rank very high in test scores and extracurricular activities that are offered. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Hope you got something from it. Once again, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment, ask me to do any kind of videos. I do all types of videos. I'm also a real estate agent once again, so if you have any questions regarding the home buying process or the home selling process, feel free to reach out. Give me a call. This is my personal phone number. Yes, my personal phone number. You will get me, I promise. So anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video.